A lot of people today are curious about why we see such an incredible rise in the interest in psychedelic experiences. Now, whether this is um, extreme doses of cannabis or the use of LSD or psilocybin or experiences of ayahuasca, it seems to be more and more commonplace that we are hearing these conversations. And very often, when we look at the literature or even the documentaries that are about these things, um, we tend to have a focus on two things, and yet we miss an essential something in the middle. The two things that we often focus on are the mechanics, right? So, why does psilocybin create a powerful healing experience? Let's look at the brain, let's look at the nervous system. Why are people doing ayahuasca? Why are people transformed um, from experiences of trauma in treatment with LSD? So typically we're looking at biomechanics, and that's valuable. We want to validate as best we can the safety and the physical science behind these things. The other thing, of course, that we look at are the outcomes, right? So people are more peaceful, or they cope better, or they find they're more resilient, more adaptable, or as I gave the example, they are able to live free of the influence of trauma. But there's something between these two things that doesn't get talked about enough. In fact, in my new book, The Seven Gateways of Spiritual Experience, that's really all we focus on, which is what are the seven most common, non ordinary, alternate states of consciousness? What are the most consistent spiritual experiences that people are having around the world and throughout time? And more significantly, how does that experience and the content of that experience shape and change who we are? So I invite you to pre order the book now and let's explore it together.